Hey, what's up, guys? Chris Steves here with eXp Realty in Ottawa. Let's get into my predictions for 2024, what I think is coming down the pipeline. These are my thoughts and opinions based on everything that I've been researching. Let's talk about housing, Ottawa housing, uh, real estate markets in Canada, interest rates, inflation, politics, uh, e- economics in general, how it's all tied together, what I see coming on all those levels. So let's start with housing, Ottawa housing. Yeah, we've seen a year and a half of a slowdown. It's been, a tough couple of years after, many years of a red hot market. The slowdown has affected most of us. Are we in the absolute bottom? Hard to say, but we're close. And do I see things shooting up right away in 2024? Nope. Are we going off a cliff in 2024? Nope. I think it's more of the same. I think it's going to be somewhat sluggish for the rest of the year. We may see slight overall values increase by a couple percent. Won't be major. So a little bit more of kind of business as usual, slower market, bit more of a buyer's market, homes taking a little longer to sell, that kind of thing. That's what I see. Let's go right into interest rates. Um, the talk has been, I think in general, the talk is that there will be interest rate cuts in 2024, 2025, and 2026. And that's for, I guess, both Canada and the US, the Federal Reserve. Um, 2024, yes, I would agree. I think there may be some slight interest rate decreases or cuts this year. Not major, only quarter percent here, quarter percent there. Long term, I'm going to throw this out there. I don't think that rates are going to continue downward. Why? Leads me to my next point, inflation. I don't think inflation is going away. Why do I think inflation will continue to rise? Governments are spending out of control continuously. Political tensions globally are escalating, and domestically. Domestic feuding, politics and feuding is happening all around. It's happening internationally. We're on the verge of certain wars with countries. Other countries are already at war. During times of war, historically, governments spend at an alarming rate and inflation goes up quickly. So, I see more of that. I do not see that going away. I don't think tomorrow all these nations are going to just shake hands, hug it out, and say, hey, okay, we're all buddies now. I don't see it. I think it's going to get worse. I hate to say that. I wish it was going to get better, but I think it's going to get worse. And because of that, I think inflation will continue to rise. Governments printing money out of control. Also, the cost of living, the cost of our everyday supplies and products continues to increase because of scarcity, because it's getting harder and harder to get these. A lot of international trade and commerce is being slowed down and is being disrupted because we have global conflicts and certain wars in certain countries, etc. It's getting harder and harder for import and export for us to access a lot of the products that we use on a daily or weekly basis. And for those reasons, everything's getting more expensive. Cost of living's going up, guys. That's inflation. It's happening all around us. We can see it. So, long term, don't see inflation going away. I don't see interest rates coming down very much. I think, you look at long term, they'll probably continue to rise. And I know I'm going against the grain a little bit on that one, and I might be wrong, but that's my prediction. And I think we need to brace for that. So let's get into like overall general economics. I think just the cost of everything is going to continue to rise. I think we are at a time where ain't nothing getting cheaper right now. It's only going to get worse. Sorry, but overall, and that will affect real estate. The cost of everything rising, the diminishing disposable income and spending money for households in general, that will continue to decrease, especially as we head into what looks to be a recession or an official recession, because could argue that we're already in a recession, but it sounds like 2024 will be, now it's official. Everybody's going to agree. Mainstream media is finally going to admit that we're in a recession. That's what it looks like. When that means everything's slowing down. Less businesses earning money, less revenue translates to less spending, just harder, slower, all businesses economically, things slowing down. It's not about to grind to a halt, but slowing down. So, companies are all bracing for this. Individuals need to brace for this, households. Guys, look at your spending. Look at your budgeting. Start planning for this. Time to stay focused on this. Finances are going to be important. Really look into your monthly and quarterly spending. What do daily spending? Where can you be careful with your money? Where can you make more money? Um, these things are going to be important for all of us. So, with that said, it's a time we got to stay focused. I would highly recommend, guys, drop all the distractions. I don't want to say, hey, quit partying and cut down on your vacations. I don't want to say that stuff, but try to be careful and really think about your budgeting. Prioritize your health, your mental health, your physical health, your financial health. Prioritize these things and take it seriously, and we're going to be okay. Things are going to be okay, but it's not a time, in my opinion, not a time to be careless. It's time to be thoughtful. And so I'll leave you guys with that. Hopefully that's helpful. Always happy to hear from everyone. Feel free to comment. I love to hear your feedback, and I will see you guys on the next one.